Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody watching, thank you so much for jumping on. Brandon and I here, we are so excited for you to be here. And we'll be running through the slides here to share with you how Healy works. We're going to keep this short, sharp, and sweet. And if you have any questions, please jump into the chat. Would love to know, before we get started, where you're tuning in from, what country you're at, what time it is, and just say hi in the chat. That'll be awesome. So before we get into this, we're going to, just to set the intention of what we're actually going to be going through real quick, is mainly focusing on the Healy story, how the frequency therapy actually works, the science and history, the who's behind it, how it works, as well as the different options, the support and training as well. So we were lucky enough to actually find Healy back about a year ago. And I found out about it through a mutual friend. And the last 12 months has seriously changed our lives so much. We are so grateful for this technology, not just health-wise, not just community, not just financially, but even spiritually. It's helped us create this beautiful life and to really create a movement around raising the vibration of the planet and to really helping people self-heal at home and to really help everyone choose a different alternative, all-natural approach to living your truest, healthiest self. And it's so exciting to do this with friends and family and a community. So there's so much high vibe individuals that are coming to this community. But I had no idea it would have, grown to our team to being over 6,000 people in the last 12 months. From this conversation that we had on the beach, I rounded up Brandon and some other friends, and we thought, hey, let's try the Healy. And little did I know it was going to literally blow Brandon's mind. So I'll introduce Brandon really quickly. He worked with Tony Robbins recently, working with his team. He's a business coach for the last 10 years, timeline therapy, NLP practitioner, as well as a business coach, and been one of the top leaders within Healy, has a massive team, massive business, helped hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people in the last 12 months with their health, with their wealth within this community. And if it wasn't for this, in experience, we probably wouldn't be here today, Brandon. I think this is just such a powerful moment. So I'd love you to kind of share a bit of what actually happened here. What was your moment?
Hey, for starters, I think I'm wearing the same T-shirt there. Jeez. So my style stayed the same, but energy's completely changed. And just want to highlight for starters before, I want you to come back on camera real quick. I just noticed something, just how clear you look now versus, how exhausted you looked back then working in a job. And so, just seeing your transformation is truly is right back at you, man. But, coming back to, this moment, my God, far out, I at that moment was experiencing immense trauma in my life that manifests in the form of a lot of anger and aggression towards my family. You see, I had chosen, don't need to go into too much of the story, but the fact of the matter is when I actually tried this Healy, I've already known about frequency, energy, vibration. I started to work into the depths of personal development. And what I found was, that at the source of everything, at the root cause of everything, we are the creator. We are the creator of our own life, our own destiny. And sounds so simple, and yet we make it so complex. And you see, I was vibrating at a level which was attracting a certain situation in my life, which was, manifesting in the form of a, heated disagreement that I was actually willing to take to the grave with my family. And my mother gave me an ultimatum simply because she just did not like my partner of choice at the time. And it led to me leaving the family and not speaking to them for about a year almost. And so when I had received the first ever resonance scan, when I first even heard that this device that can scan chakras at the time, I had only just spoken to my mom. And we actually had such a back and forth that it led to this decision that, I never want to speak to you ever again. The next day, I heard through Zach that there was a device that scans chakras, and immediately with that seed that was planted, my very first thought was, I wonder if this device can pick up on what's going on energetically, because I know that at some level I'm creating this, but I was not willing to accept it. And I was like, no, there's no way. Well, needless to say, a week later, this is where I was literally having my mind blown, where it scanned my body in 30 seconds flat, and it came up in the scan. The person feels like his mother's love came at blackmail and control. And I was just like, what? Are you freaking serious? And I actually swore out loud. I was like, what the actual F? And this is when Zach quickly pulled out his camera and began to document what actually unfolded. And from that point onwards, I was like, what? This thing can actually pinpoint exactly what I was trying to get to in terms of personal development over the last 7 years, investing over $100,000 into myself to find out what's wrong with me. And here it was, this device that basically pinpointed there and then. And the story that I was telling myself in my head was literally right in front of my eyes. And all of a sudden it was a disconnection of it. And I was actually disassociated from it so much that I was able to analyze it. And from the very first time, I actually experienced a feeling of compassion towards my mother. And because I was not making it about myself. You know, we make things about ourselves so much. You know, we make decisions with high intensity. Our subconscious mind's programmed with high intensity. And so this was an intense moment that changed my life forever. And it went on to, you know, on a macro scale, little did we know it would change the lives of 6,000 other people as well. And so while I had this epiphany, it started to reflect. You know, Zach actually had this experience where he's just like, you know what, let's go. Let's do this. Let's get this. And if you think about it, what's happening in the world right now as we know it, if you see all of this divide right now, it's this disconnection. It's a manifestation of what's going on inside. It's a manifestation of what we have suppressed. And so right now, I'd like to ask you a question. What if there was a device that could actually pinpoint what's going on right now? And we're going to explain the how as to how that's even possible. But just imagine for a second, what could that do for your life? What could that bring into your experience? What if you could get to the core of who you actually are? What if you didn't need these certain pills, potions, or lotions that actually, you know, you had to keep paying month by month by month? That you actually were dependent on the system to be healthy, so to speak, because there's this whole campaign about health right now. And rather than just actually saying what it is, it's really interesting that for the first time in the history of time, we are so conscious of health. And yet, why is it that there's still McDonald's on every corner? Why is it that all the things that we actually do need, instead of, you know, for us to keep ourselves in terms of peak physical condition, why is that not addressed long ago? And so I just like to ask, for you to ask yourself some of these questions is, are we really profitable if we're healthy? Because the answer is no. More people are dependent on so many systems. What if we could break free from the system that disempowers ourselves to actually empower ourselves to self-heal, have that self-awareness of what we need to heal so we can self-actualize, see what we're actually here for beyond the pain. And so this is an invitation for you to find out more as to what that actually looks like, how you can actually do it, and what is it going to take in the form of a little device that could literally change everything as we know it. And I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for Zach. I'm so grateful for this moment where he decided to get his. I decided to get mine literally 12 months to the dot. Today was when I first registered my device on the 8th of December last year. And this whole 12 months, I can't tell you how much this has truly changed my life. It's all thanks to this guy. So, you know, grab a pen, grab a piece of paper, because what has this capacity to do, Zach has the ability with his knowledge and skill set about health, is make it really simple. And if it's anything I know for sure is that health is like something that's so, I would disconnect from here down when it came to health because I didn't prioritize it. And because I truly just didn't understand it. And so this is the core of what actually everything is. So I'm actually going to pass it over to Zach right now. He can actually take you through the process. So thank you, Zach.
Thank you very much. And I'm excited to share with you the science, guys, and keep it really, really simple. Thanks for the beautiful words, brother. And it has been a beautiful 12 months, and it's only just getting started. So what we have here is, I got my machine, as Brandon got his, we started sharing it with everyone. Friends, family, at events down at Bondi Beach, down at Manly, down at white parties, sober parties, broth night. We went to the Mind, Body, Spirit Festival. We connected with biohacking friends and healers and coaches and entrepreneurs. And like, we scanned, I think, 200 people individually, but just before COVID. We then traveled up to Queensland and we started doing more and more events. We were really setting the intention of reuniting, recharging, and reconnecting the tribes, from rooms full of mothers and kids to rooms full of, awesome hippies to, just friends and family of everyone all the way up in Queensland, to reunite everyone. And that's what this device was doing, was bringing together such incredible superheroes. And as we all know, energy is everything. Everything's energy. And so Nikola Tesla says that if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of three things: energy, frequency, and vibration. And so this device, the Healy, taps into energy, frequency, and vibration. So it's kind of like we have a device that taps into the secrets of the universe in our hand, in our pocket, every single day. So we're very excited by this. And in Europe, it's all backed up by science. In America, FDA cleared. And so Healy is a medical device for the treatment of pain and chronic pain, fibromyalgia, skeletal pain, and migraine, as well as for the support of treatment of mental illness, such as depression, anxiety, and related sleep disorders. All other applications of the Healy are not recognized by conventional medicine due to the evidence in the sense of conventional medicine. So things like nature, the ocean, hiking, out, connecting your feet to the earth, sunshine, quality water, moving your body. This creates a positive charge, a really healthy healing charge within your body. When you look at bad frequencies, you've got, radiation from our phone. You'd never stand in front of a microwave, for a long period of time, or an X-ray. An X-ray, if you're too close with the radiation, will kill you. And so there's good frequencies and there's bad frequencies. So Healy focuses on the good frequencies. And this is just a bit of a science lesson real quick on how this works. You've got two people to study if you want to learn about the science: Robert Becker and B. John Nordstrom, up here on the top left. This is a chart measuring the ATP production and the cell voltage of our healthy cell. That's what a healthy cell looks like: negative 70 millivolts, positive 12 millivolts. That's a healthy, optimal cell. But as we age, as the cell has aches and pains, as life stresses come in, as toxins from all the toxic foods and air and, chemicals in our, tap water or in our shower water, all these things get into our body, or we have toxic thoughts and all the comparison of social media or the toxic fake news that's out there is just, kind of plaguing our minds. This changes our vibration. Literally changing certain thoughts, changing our thoughts into gratitude can heal our body and changes the vibration, literally, and it can be measured. And also trauma or injury to the body changes the cell voltage. So you guys do everything. We do everything every day to stay healthy, all the healthy habits, still keep doing those. But imagine having something else that you can also wear. So right now, having the electrosensitivity program on to support my field when I'm on technology, or before exercise, or before going to a meeting, you have the energy program, or before going to bed, the sleep program, or before exercise, the muscle programs, the recovery programs, or the stress, or the anxiety. So imagine doing what you're already doing, but just adding this in to support you that much more. The Healy is kind of like this is the charger, right? This is the charging cord to my laptop. The Healy is the charging cord to the human body. And so it helps to recharge our cells, just like you have the phone charger here. It's charging my phone. It's the same thing for the Healy. The Healy is recharging our body. And so that's where our vision to reunite, reconnect, and recharge the tribes mentally. The Healy works mentally, physically, emotionally, works on the meridians, the chakras, the bioenergetic field, and the learning. It's helped reduce tension in my jaw by 80%. Pain within 20 minutes was gone by 80%. I was just like, this is amazing. It works on pain reduction. Imagine all the people in the world relying on pharmaceuticals and painkillers. They buy one of these Healy devices that helps with pain and their whole family can use it. I was like, that's going to disrupt a massive part of the medical industry. I think it's such a sustainable, natural approach, as well as I use it for mental balance and anxiety and stress and overwhelm and fatigue and sleep. It's just helped to reset, calm down my body, be more present, have deeper sleeps, wake up more emotionally stable. And so that's what the Healy does. It scans what's out of balance and then sends frequencies back to the body to balance the body out. Whether you connect it to the wrists, ear clips, or sticky pads, and also on the inside of here, there's a quantum processor that actually measures human frequency waves. Just like the radio picks up on radio waves from radio towers, the Healy picks up on human frequency waves. And so with programs for energy, relaxation, releasing tension out of the body, balancing, staying calm, for your immune system, this is while the world is going through an awakening, a health awakening, a spiritual awakening, and every system and structure is kind of questioning itself. What is real? The financial system, with cryptocurrencies or Bitcoin, where is the future going? And with the future of healing and medicine, we really believe that Healy is the thing that can really create and be the catalyst for a mass global awakening and support this global awakening as we're all shifting off the old way of healing and into a new way. So there's programs for fitness and learning and pain and job. There's programs for allergies. There's programs for skin. There's programs for heart and nails and gallbladder and liver and kidneys. So how is your organ health going? How's your skin going? How's your mindset going? Do you need some support? This is energetic support, because everything that's physical boils down to an energy vibration. You've got, cells that are made up of molecules that are then made up of energy. And so we have this energetic body that it's so important to put our attention on this energetic body, because it's just as important as our physical body. They go hand in hand. And so there's programs for your eyes, programs for potency for men in the bedroom, potency for menstrual pain, menopause, programs for circulation, programs for all the chakras, electrosensitivity, cell protection, kidneys, staying calm. There's so many programs. You have 144,000 frequencies in 120 programs with a quantum sensor, and it's all connected to your phone. So anytime you want to use the program, open it, turn the Healy on, open it, and within a couple of minutes, you have a program running. Use it, put it underneath your shirt. You can go for a walk with it. You can stay at home. You can go have a nap. You can go to the gym with it. Obviously, don't get it wet, but you're using it in and around what you're doing. You can disconnect the phone, so you don't need to have any of the phone Wi-Fi or anything like that, and it still works. It connects to sticky pads, ear clips, and wristbands to connect back to your body. And this is what we're talking about, is this mass global awakening, where science, the day that science begins to study the non-physical phenomena, it will make more progress in 1 decade than all the previous centuries of its entire existence. Nikola Tesla said this. So we're now studying the non-physical phenomena, and we're making more progress than we ever have. And time is kind of speeding up. And who is responsible for Healy? Healy is responsible by this man, Marcus. He invented the time waiver machines that are 25,000 euros. They've already helped 500,000 people. They already have 2,500 practitioners in 40 countries. They've been doing this for 15 years in Germany and in Australia and Europe and America with these massive machines. I think there's a photo here of it. Yeah, that looks like this. Massive box. It's not portable. It's clunky. It's expensive to get a session. So that you hold the electrode, it's not portable, you have to be sitting and relaxed. Now we have access to a portable where anyone can use this, put it in your pocket, and it's like carrying around your own, healer, your own kinesiologist, your own, energy pack for your body every single day, wherever you go. He's written 25 books. Marcus is a genius. He has his own Institute for Consciousness. He then partnered with Nuno Nina, who's already been using frequency therapy for 15 years in Portugal. And so Marcus bought Nuno Nina's programs, 144,000, and as well as Caroline McMacken, they've bought her 70,000 frequencies. She's been using frequency therapy for sports rehabilitation, for fibromyalgia, for MS. She's been getting amazing results and truly leading the march. She's got multiple books on frequency therapy. And so there's the godfather, Nuno Nina, and the queen, I guess, of king and queen. So Caroline McMacken's the queen of frequency therapy. They're on the science advisory board. We have the high-end doctors, epigeneticists, energy medicine practitioners, acupuncturists, homeopaths, naturopath. These are holistic doctors who understand frequency, who are partnering with Healy because of the results that it has on our body. Even with our blood, within 1 hour, going from stuck, unoxygenated blood, within 1 hour using the immune system program, it's transitioning into more negative charge. There's more flow, there's more oxygen, there's more healing going on. It's helping remind your body to heal. We all get stressed, right? So Healy is kind of like when you go bowling for the very first time, when you go bowling and the ball goes into the gutter, the Healy is like putting the roller guards up on the lane of life. And so this just helps you whenever you're zigging, whenever you're zagging, putting that support up so you can get to the end of the lane. And it's not about, we're all going to get hit down. We're all going to get fall down to the gutter, so to speak, metaphorically. But it's like, how quick can we get back up? Are we going to get back up today? Are we going to get back up next month or next year? And so what is your support strategy for when you're exhausted and you're tired? This is your support strategy. So we've got a group on Facebook, the Healy Experience. This has over 47,000 people now. By the time I took this screenshot, it was 20,000. And the top post is just a reminder, Healy's never designed to cure, prevent, reverse, treat, diagnose any disease. The Healy is only designed to get your body back into bioenergetic balance. And in this group, there's testimonials for gut health, for skin, for eyes, for sore throats, for pain, for horses, for animals, for you name it. There's literally thousands and thousands and thousands of testimonials in here. So don't take our word for it. Go into this group, check it out for yourself. Talk to the person who invited you to this webinar, or send us an email in if you have any questions, and we can get you a scan to try through Zoom, and or go to an event near you. This is really the beginning. There's not many people that have a Healy globally, 150,000, which is nothing globally. And so we are all the founding fathers and the pioneers of this new understanding on frequency therapy. So I'm going to pass it over to Brandon. He's going to share a bit more about the opportunity, which we now call a responsibility of, you can imagine you have something that is literally saving people's health and wealth and mindset and spiritual connection to themselves and accelerating their healing journey. Why would we not share this? So over to you, bro.
Man, first of all, I disappeared.
Whoops.
First of all, amazing. How amazing is that? Like the fact that we have the power of this in our hands. The future is now. This is like when you do the studies and you see this kind of technology being around since the 1800s, it makes you question, why are we only hearing about it now? Like, why is it that two dudes, one guy has got peroxide blonde hair? Why is it that, these kind of guys are telling you about this now? And the way I want to highlight that is because, like, I'm no scientist. I just have a desire to help people, truly awaken to their gifts. And so the fact of the matter is, if a guy with blonde hair is like telling you about this now, that's in his late 20s, it means that the jig is up, that the halt on human evolution is no longer it's not a halt anymore. It's exponentially, sifting through the cracks of the system that's designed to enslave us. And I don't mean to be, benevolent towards the system. I'm just saying that there's something happening right now. There's something that is really going on an energetic level that you might be feeling since you actually got into, lockdown, whatever, what was happening in your town. But we have right now in our hands the capacity to unlock people's potential amidst a global lockdown. Zach said it before, that, the structural foundations of society is literally crumbling right before our eyes. Who can see that? Who can see it? And more people are more disconnected than ever before in a time where we claim that we're most connected species on the planet, right? We are so dependent on technology that we need things that need to combat what's going on as a byproduct. People use and abuse things. I'm not making this the demonized product that that our culture is actually, from the people that raised us, they're demonizing technology. But like anything else, what we abuse and overuse is what actually ends up using us. And so we need things to combat these circumstances that we've fallen into. Like statistically, look at what's happening in Australia right now. 1 out of 3 males between the age of 25 to 35 committing suicide, right? Like their anxiety is increasing in the world. Depression is increasing in the world. If you think about depression is deep rest, is people are focusing on the past. Anxiety is just really a symptom to focusing on the future so much that we're not present in the moment right now. We're not present to our gifts. We're not present to who we are. We don't even know who we are on a cellular level because we're constantly evolving and changing, yet we're suppressing things with food, drugs, alcohol, because we're not aligned to our gifts. We're not aligned to why we're actually here. And so why we're actually here is because we want to attract as many people as possible that align to a mission that goes beyond just making commission. Sure, this industry that we are in, network marketing, social selling, multi-level marketing, this has the capacity to truly awaken other people because for the first time, you have a product linked with the actual structure of what this is designed to do. It's designed to help become a mass movement where this company is paying people to impact people. And the only thing that we need to get over is our rejection of self. Think about it, like the scholastic system didn't really bring us up to have a really good relationship with rejection. We need to do everything right, pay attention to our teacher, don't get anything wrong, stay in line, be obedient. We've been taught to be obedient. And so why I love this, what's going on right now, it's not just an opportunity anymore. Like Zach said, it's a responsibility, is to recondition and reassociate our relationship with fear. This is the actual system that educates people where the more you learn is the more you earn. And so if you've been hit by COVID, where you're not in the best place financially, or you've been hit COVID and health is on your mind, or you just want to help a couple of people get healthy that in your circle that could benefit from this technology, I guarantee you, this started out with just wanting to help ourselves. But as you start to help yourself, you have more to give. And so when you have more to give, you have more to give to others, and therefore you have more of good karma where people can come back into, energetic vibration that allows you to truly unplug from the matrix, so to speak, that has you. So if you want to, this is the opportunity right now. You want to take the red pill, you want to take the blue pill. If you want to take the blue pill, go back to how you've been living and honestly just believing how you've been believing. But if you actually are open and you want to go deep down the rabbit hole and see what actually has the you have the capacity to use the matrix to an advantage, I suggest taking the red pill and joining us, because this is what we're doing. We're impacting people on a mass global scale. More people are, coming to this company because there is an energetic shift going on, whether you like it or not, whether you know it or not. Truth, just because you don't focus on it doesn't mean it's there. The truth will always prevail. The light will win. And we need more people who are being that light, who are embodying that. And why this is a great company to actually partner up with is, for starters, it's been around. It's been 15 years before it even became a company in the network marketing space. It's a category creator, so it's a unicorn product. Nobody else has access to this technology. This literally founded off the basis of impact. It's not founded off the basis of how much money we can make. It's about how much impact we can make, which a lot of the people in this industry, think about it, going back 20 years in network marketing, there was one company that really set the tone, and then everybody else joined in. Everybody else jumped in to try and compete because they were essentially seeing a great way to make money. With this, it's actually started with the intention of impacting the world, awakening people to the true potential that we have. And if you are wanting to know more about these kind of technologies that's been around, watch Thrive 2. Thrive 2 is literally just, it talks all about all the different frequency devices that are out there. This is just one, but it's one that's actually compact. You're able to take it with you, and it's been backed by a conscious billionaire that wants this to be in the world. See this as the next Apple. Think about it. If you were to go back and invest in Apple, would you do it? Would you do it? When stocks first came live, when Apple first started their IPO, would you invest in Apple? Because the average, if you put $1,000 into Apple, it's worth that $1,000 about 20, 30 years ago would be worth into the billions. And so think about it. This is the next generation. Think about what's happening right now. The first ever device is only the Apple One, is the iPhone 1. Where are we right now? We're Apple 12, iPhone 12. And this is just the beginning. This is literally just the beginning. And what I see in this company is the fact that Amazon tried to purchase it. They won't sell because they want to have the integrity within the company. They don't want, companies like Amazon to actually sway the intention of this. And so that gives me faith knowing that this is going to be around for a very long time. And as long as we keep evolving, there's always going to be a need for this, because this is tapping into our highest consciousness. So and the fact that it's a class 2 medical device to help anxiety, to help treat depression, like in a world where there's so much anxiety and depression, it's literally skyrocketing every year. This is the demand is there. The need is there, and it needs you. It needs you to become your best version of you. And that's starting by looking at what's going on a bioenergetic level, on a cellular level. And so if you want to get access to this, it's a measly couple $1,000 that you buy it once and you get it for life. Like the fact that there's a 2-year money back, like a 2-year warranty on this. There's a 2-week money back guarantee. If you get it and you don't like it, you can send it back. Like amazing. So literally what I like to beg the question is what do you have to lose? If you had if you had better health, what would that mean to you? What would that be worth? Because I guarantee you, I would pay this every single year to have what this has given me. But the fact that I get to purchase it once, and vibrationally, it puts me in a state where I'm open to seeing what actual barriers I've built up to who I actually am, which is love. This will highlight all the things, all the incongruences, the issues that are stored within our body, our emotions, our suppressed traumas that are stored within our tissues. The issues are in the tissues. So when we put ourselves into bioenergetic balance, whichever one that suits you the most depends on which kind of support do you need right now. And I can't tell you which one you need, but I would highly recommend the one that where you would get the most amount of benefit is the Healy Resonance, simply because you have the ability to scan yourself and your cells, what's going on underneath the hood, to be able to look under the bonnet. Like I just went on a retreat before to see what's under the bonnet, to really meet myself and to embody what it is I want. I paid about $2,500 just to go to a retreat. With this highlighted, and it's enabled me to keep myself in bioenergetic balance, because I'm looking at what's going on in my field. I'm aligning the scans to what it is I'm actually experiencing in the room, and I'm also able to run programs to, like Zach said, keep me moving forward. It's like the roller guards on the alley called life. I'm not going to fall in the gutter this time, because I know I'm supported. I'm supported by a community that is committed to self-healing. I'm supported by this device that's committed to me self-healing myself. And I'm committed to a mission that goes beyond just myself. And so how can I not be in a state of complete bliss all day? Do I fall off the bandwagon? Yes. But how quick do you get back on? So it depends on how quick you want to get back on will determine which price is going to be suitable for you. You can upgrade at any time. Literally, you can get your foot in the door and it'll be a $500 US, exchange. That will give you access to 20 programs, which includes the Healy Gold cycles and the 144,000 frequencies that will be able to get biofeedback so that it's personally tailored to your specific, needs underneath the hood. To me, to have that is worth getting your foot in the door. If you want more programs, the Healy Holistic Health is basically 50 programs. If you want more, like all the programs, the Healy Holistic Health Plus, you have 120. And the only difference between those two is that you have the capacity to scan which one do you need right now. It's kind of like, if you think about personal development, people are like, what book should I read? I'm like, well, the book that you need to read right now is the problem that you need solving. So go to the person that has solved that problem better than anybody else that you resonate with, one, whose story that you are in resonance with, and then go and read that book. I've got all these books back here. I haven't read all of them because some of the things I'm not like, they're further down the list in terms of what I need as a priority. Same thing is true with the programs. There's all the programs you need right now, just like there's a lot of books that I have on this bookshelf right here. But there's one specific book, there's one specific program that's going to help me better than any other book, any other program. Same thing with washing your dishes, right? If you got a stack of 99 dishes, where do you go? Do you go to the top or do you go to the bottom? You don't go to the bottom because everything else will start tumbling down because you're not prioritizing your focus. So that's the only difference with the Healy resonance is you get to see what is in resonance to you right now. What do you resonate with and which program you need, which scans you need to hear, what insights do you need to hear about yourself? Just like I scanned at the very beginning of my journey, the person feels like his mother's love came at blackmail and control. I was like, what? How the hell does this know this? It makes you question what actually is reality. And what is reality is what's real to you. So if you want to change what is real to you, you must see at the core of what is going on underneath the surface. This has the capacity to do that in an accelerated way like I've never seen before. It's literally like a Trojan horse to spirituality. And if you can't afford it in terms of the big device, for example, you can go and if you sign up as a member, which is free right now, you have a time-sensitive promotion where you buy one and you help other people get access to any device. You'll get either upgraded to the next level, or if you come in on the resonance and you basically help 3 people, you get another free resonance. Like, how cool is that? That was really what excited me. Is like, look, if I can buy a device that helps me for the rest of my life, as long as I take care of it, with a 2-week money back guarantee. 2-week, insurance policy in terms of the device. If it breaks, they'll replace it with a 2-week money back guarantee. Like, I have nothing to lose. And I can suggest to people that this actually, who are really wanting to help accelerate their health, whether they're in a shitty spot or in a good spot, they want to go to the next level, is I looked at this, I'm like, okay, I've got all of this access. I can help 3 people. I can get remunerated to get a return on my investment in myself, in my cells, and I get another device given to me within a 30-day period. What? So that was my initial goal. And then what started to unform was, unravel was a deep excitement as to how this naturally helped me. And then I started to realize a statistic is 94% of all people that have a Healy device recommend it. They refer it to other people. And that's how we started. That's literally how we started. We suggested this to 3 people and we started to see the reaction. We started to scan other people to see if this was actually legit. And time after time again, people started to look at us like we're crazy. Like, how the hell does this thing do this? And we're like, I don't know, but we'll find out for you. And 12 months later, here we are. 6,000 homes getting access to this technology, because this is based off wanting to give people the opportunity of a lifetime, which is coming home to yourself. So I don't know any greater gift than what this has given us. And when you get started, when you decide to plug yourself into what we have available, what we're about, what this actually is here, you get lifetime support. Like, this training that we bring, you have access to, practitioners, users. You get to join a community that's committed to, mastery and healing and a better way of being. And if you decide that you want to actually make a living off this and create a life with this, we have incredible support. We have all the business training you need. I literally been in business since I was 15. Zach's been in this industry since the last 7 years. And so we've cultivated the last 25 years of our business life into these training portals that we're constantly updating so that we can empower as many people as possible to get out there and to serve. because the best and the most highest, and I'm going to finish with this, the most highest form of living is serving. Living is giving. The secret to living is giving. So if you have any questions, go to the person that connected you to this this webinar. Go to the person that invited you here, and they'll talk you through what actual options are available. If you're in Australia, there's financial options available. My suggestion is, if you're feeling like there's a bit of a block, like there's not enough money, that you can't afford it, how does this pan out in other aspects of your life? How is that a reflection of where you're at right now? Because as soon as you say, I can't afford it, you're basically not choosing yourself. You're not choosing yourself. Like you're telling, it's a cop-out. Whereas when I actually asked myself, how can I afford it? Because at the time I was financially stretched. I was. And I was committed to myself. So therefore I found a way. And when you find a way, your money-making ability, your belief in yourself starts to change. And you will never be the same. And so how you start's how you finish. If you're feeling the feels of, oh, I really want to, but I can't, address that. Speak to the person that, let's open up a conversation about that. Let's see how we can be creative, coming into this. Because at the end of the day, you have nothing to lose. So I think that's all I have to say. Thank you very much for your time, your presence, your patience. And yeah, health is the ultimate wealth. There's no better investment than investing in yourself. So we look forward to seeing you on the other side.
This has been a lot of fun, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Please reach out to us if you haven't already. Go back to the person who invited you or send us an email back in. For those of you who want to scan, some people are doing them through Zoom and offering them as a bit of a walkthrough. And on the other side of that, we also run events here in Australia. So get in touch. We'd love to see you in person as well. But yeah, this has been a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys got a lot of value out of it. And we run this same webinar next week. So if you want to invite other people, you want to jump on, share it around, we'll be here at the same time next week as well. So thank you guys so much for jumping on.
See you guys.